Welcome, everyone, to the Caregiver Empowerment Workshop. Today, we're talking about self-care for children, what it really means, why it matters, and how families and caregivers can put simple routines in place. Self-care isn't just bubble baths. It includes emotional regulation, independence, healthy habits, and creating space for kids to recharge. During this session, we'll talk about what self-care looks like for children and how it often shows up differently than it does for adults. We'll go over age-appropriate strategies that can help children regulate, calm their bodies, and express their needs. We'll also look at simple ways caregivers can model healthy self-care at home, because kids learn best by watching the adults around them. And before we wrap up, we'll leave you with a few easy, practical activities you can use with your child every day. What is self-care for kids? Self-care means supporting their physical, emotional, and mental health in ways that make sense for their developmental level. It's less about treats and more about daily habits that help them feel steady, safe, and capable. Why self-care matters? Research shows that routines and self-care habits help children regulate emotions, develop executive functioning, and bounce back from challenges. These skills shape long-term health, academic performance, and social success. The role of caregivers. The image on this slideshow shows a powerful message. Self-care isn't one size fits all. It's like a tool belt. We use different tools depending on what's going on in our lives. Caregivers can model this by saying things like, "I'm feeling stressed, so I'm choosing a quiet moment," or "My feelings changed today, so I'm using a different tool to help myself." This helps kids learn that emotions shift, needs shift, and coping strategies can shift too. When children see caregivers adapt and choose tools with confidence, they learn to build their own tool belt of healthy coping skills. Physical self-care for young children focuses on helping their bodies feel strong, safe, and supported. The image on this slide highlights movement, exercise, sleep, nutrition, and hydration, all essential for healthy development. Kids don't need structured workouts. Running, jumping, dancing, and imaginative play give them plenty of physical activity. You can turn movement into games like Simon Says, mini obstacle course, and animal walks. Stretching can be short and playful and teaches flexibility, like reaching for the sky or touching your toes. And rest. Teach kids to listen to their body. Resting when tired is just as important as play. This also sets the foundation for kids understanding that taking care of their bodies is a normal, loving, daily habit. Emotional self-care. Children need tools to manage big emotions. Teaching them to identify feelings and giving them calming practices help prevent meltdowns and support emotional growth. Naming feelings. Teach kids simple emotion words or use a feeling chart so they can understand what they're experiencing. Using coping strategies. Give kids easy tools like squeezing a pillow, counting to 5, or asking for help when emotions get big. Deep breathing. Use playful breathing cues like smell the flower, blow the candle to help them calm their bodies. And calm corners. Create a cozy spot with soft items or fidget toys where kids can take a break and reset. And talking when overwhelmed. Encourage kids to tell a trusted adult when they feel upset or need help. Social self-care helps kids learn how to interact with others in a healthy manner. Connecting with friends or siblings teaches them how to share space, take turns, and build trust. Practicing communication, even simple phrases like, "Can I play?" or "I don't like that," builds confidence and helps prevent conflict. Playing cooperatively teaches teamwork, patience, and understanding others' perspectives. Building empathy starts with naming others' feelings and noticing how actions affect people around them. And asking for help is a key skill. Kids learn that just when reaching out to a trusted adult or peer is safe and supported way to handle challenges. Creative self-care. Give kids a fun way to express their feelings and use their imagination. Art, music, dancing, and pretend play all help them release energy and communicate emotions. They may not have words for it yet. Building, crafting, and storytelling encourage problem solving and confidence. Kids don't need to be good at any of these. The goal is expression, joy, and giving their minds space to explore. Sensory tools help kids calm their bodies and stay grounded. Sensory bends give little ones a hands-on way to explore textures and focus on when they're feeling overwhelmed. Fidget toys are great toys for busy hands and help with attention and self-regulation throughout the day. Weighted blankets or weighted items provide deep pressure that feels comforting and can help kids feel safe, calm, and settled. Altogether, these tools support emotional regulation in a simple, kid-friendly way. Daily routines help young children feel safe, steady, and confident. A predictable morning routine reduces stress and sets the tone for the day. Homework or quiet time gives structure after school and teaches kids how to settle into focused activities. Bedtime rituals, same steps, same order, supports better sleep and emotional regulation. Visual schedules give clear expectations and help with transitions, which can be tough for ages 0 through 6. Adding a short calm time break during the day gives kids a chance to reset, breathe, or use a sensory tool. Gentle transition cues like timers or a specific song help move from one activity to another without feeling overwhelmed. And finally, giving kids small responsibilities builds independence and helps them feel proud of themselves. Children do best when schools or centers build in self-care routines that help them regulate emotions and stay focused. Break passes, quiet corners, and movement breaks give kids safe ways to reset during the day. Journaling or drawing helps them express feelings in a calm, structured way, and having a trusted adult to go to, a teacher, counselor, or RBT, makes centers feel safer and more supportive. Caregivers can support these routines by asking teachers or RBTs what strategies they already use to help their child take breaks or calm down. Simple questions like, what does a break look like in the classroom? Or how can we match the calm down strategies you use at school? Help create consistency. When home and school use similar tools, kids learn self-regulation faster and feel safe and more secure. Activities kids can do alone: coloring or scribbling, looking through a picture book, using quiet sensory play. These are some activities that are simple enough for young children to do independently while still supporting self-care. Coloring in pictures helps focus and calm. Music, sensory play, and simple visual mindfulness videos help kids regulate their bodies. Stacking toys, Legos, or puzzles builds problem-solving skills while giving them a quiet, calming activity they can do on their own. Family activities create a sense of connection and safety for young children. Simple traditions like family walks and game nights helps kids build trust and communication skills. Cooking together gives them small helper jobs that builds independence. A gratitude jar is an easy way to highlight positive moments and teach appreciation in a kid-friendly way. Sharing highs and lows helps families talk about feelings and making emotional expression normal. Even small routines like reading together or having a quick family dance break help strengthen relationships and build resilience over time. These moments show children that they're supported, seen, and a part of a caring team. Struggles like sensory overload, anxiety, and difficulty with transition are very common for young children. These challenges don't mean anything is wrong. They're signals that a child needs support or a different self-care tool. Caregivers can look for patterns. Are the hardest moments right after school, before bedtime, or during big transitions? Do meltdowns happen when they're hungry, tired, or overstimulated? Understanding when and why these challenges show up makes it easier to teach self-care. Once caregivers notice the pattern, they can prepare ahead of time with a calm activity, visual cue, or sensory tool. The goal isn't to avoid all difficulties. It's to help children build skills that make those moments easier to navigate. Independence helps young children feel confident and capable, but it has to grow slowly and intentionally. Offering simple, age-appropriate choices helps kids feel in control without becoming overwhelmed. Praising effort, not perfection, encourage them to try new skills. Kid-friendly routines with visual steps makes tasks more predictable and easier to follow. Involving children in small decisions like choosing between 2 snacks or picking out their clothes builds decision-making skills in a safe way. Keeping tools at their level, low hooks for jackets, bins they can reach, or picture labels, allows them to practice independence naturally throughout the day. Celebrating small wins show kids that progress matters more than getting it right. With consistent support, independence becomes a positive, empowering part of their self-care routine. The Atlanta Autism Community Resource Guide is designed to make life easier for families. It brings together local therapists, sensory-friendly activities, parent support resources, emergency contacts, and community programs all in one accessible place. It helps caregivers quickly find the tools, services, and supports they need without having to search on their own. Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered today. Think about which self-care strategies felt most meaningful for you and which cues your child might benefit from right now. Consider small changes you can start with, something simple and realistic for your family's daily routine. Reflections helps us turn ideas into action. So this is a great time to pause, check in with yourself, and choose one or two takeaways to bring into your home. Part of today's session is that self-care for young children is simple, doable, and rooted in everyday moments. Kids don't need anything fancy. They need routines that feel predictable. Adults who model calm and self-care and small tools that help them manage big feelings. Every family can start with one or two changes, whether that's adding a calming corner, offering choices, or building a bedtime ritual. Progress happens through small, consistent steps, not perfection. And remember, caring for yourself as a caregiver is just as important. When you feel steady and supported, your child feels it too. Be on the lookout for upcoming events on our social media platforms. I appreciate you for taking the time out your day to watch this video. Scan the QR code to share your thoughts through a short survey, which will help us continue supporting families. Remember, every small step, no matter how tiny, builds independence and confidence over time. Stay connected with the Atlanta Autism Caregiver Support Group for ongoing events and support opportunities. We'd love to hear any questions or thoughts you may have.